Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Yank's Watch Red Dwarf. I am Warmaster 101, and I am joined by my co-host, Zero Yeti.
Maggie v. Pepsi.
Oh my god! My co-host, Avery.
Hello.
And then my co-host, Beth.
Oh, we don't talk about the Coco here in we don't talk about the Coco here in Illinois.
And today we've watched the next episode of Red Dwarf, which is called Queeg. I every time I say it, I feel like I'm not saying it right. This is the 5th episode of Series 2 of Red Dwarf. We start off with.
I was going to say, I'm actually looking at the reason why he's named Queeg, but we'll get to that.
Okay. We start off the episode with the group hanging out in the sleeping quarters. Lister is taking...
Bored as shit.
So bored, Lister is taking... They didn't specify what magazine it was, but it was pretty much... It was a girly magazine, so I'm assuming it was Cosmo. And basically, he was taking like hey, how buxom of a woman are you? And every time he was looking at the answers, we both guessed the same. We both went with the same answers. So me and Lister are the same person. And then why he is taking this magazine quiz?
Why are you white?
I don't know. Why he is taking that quiz? Rimmer is playing a game of checkers with one of the scutters, which is the robot, and
Robot hand.
yeah, with the robot hand. And Rimmer is losing considerably, but he is banking his win off of the fact that the Scudder is going to have to leave to go do his robot duties in 4 minutes, and so he wins by technicality. Everybody calls him out for
He's
this.
He's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah. Everybody calls him out for this bastard-like behavior because it is bastard-like behavior.
And Kat is listening to an audiobook that has apparently got corrupted and now sounds hella fire, apparently.
Yes, the beginnings of dubstep. But then Holly pops onto the screen and is like, hey guys, what's going on? And everybody's like, nothing much, just bored. And Holly's like, okay, cool. I wanted to tell you guys something, but I can't remember what it was. And then as he's saying that, Red Dwarf is hit by a meteor. And then Holly replies with, oh yeah, that was it, a meteor. A meteor is about to hit the ship. And so after the meteor hits, they go to investigate where the meteor hit the ship. And as this is happening, Rimmer is malfunctioning. Oh, did I forget something?
This is the part where they talk about this. What was it? The damage. The damage. What was it called? The damage report is damaged.
Oh.
The damage report machine is damaged, so I don't know how damaged the ship is.
Oh wait, then did Rimmer start glitching out for a second, and it freaked me out. Like
yeah. While they were inspecting where exactly the damage was, he starts. Well, first he splits in half,
Skipping. Yeah.
Then he starts glitching, which is what spooked you, and it confirms that it's the hologram, whatever you.
Simulation
is damaged. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I thought Internet Archive was freaking out for some reason. And I was like, well, what the fuck? And then it's just like, oh no, that was part of the episode. And then they once, Rimmer keeps glitching out, they finally make it to the hologram suite, and Lister has to repair it.
Yeah, while demonstrating how good of an impressionist Chris Barry actually is. It's what he was famous for before this, was being an impressionist.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking. But yeah,
One of the other things that were happening was he was like getting personalities from other parts of the ship, or like the hologram,
yeah,
Yeah,
holo
yeah.
speaking something.
That and he was just repeating in the voice of the person what they just said.
For sure, if you did that in school, you get your ass beat.
and then
Picture of dance, who you ask me.
sorry, I'm trying to. Fuck, my brain is all over the place right now. My apologies.
Yeah.
After
Culminating in like after putting out the fires and like surpassing some circuits, being like, okay, this wire needs to go somewhere. Where does it go? Oh, it collects the white wire. Lister gets hella zapped. Oh no, wait, it was the yellow wire.
And then we cut back to, I believe, the bridge where Lister is recovering from a near-death electrocution. Everybody is unhappy with Holly for all of his fuck-ups.
If I may tangent for a second,
Yes. What's up?
when you brought up near-death electrocution, one of the moderators in server I'm in had near-death electrocution recently.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, so they work at like an Office Max or a Staples or something, just sort of some sort of office supply store that, as far as I know, deals with Amazon a lot, and they make signs. They do a lot of printing stuff. So apparently their wide format laminator, so the ground wire was the something about the ground wire wasn't right. Fuses, and they got a visible shock from the machine that caused their arm to seize up, their tongue to go tingly. There was a burn mark on the bottom of their shoe and a burn mark on the floor. Fuses burnt out in the machine. It's completely ruined. And apparently the machine had been inspected like a month ago, and yet this still happened. So now the people who were allegedly inspected it are currently getting their ass chewed out.
Yeah, that person is very lucky they only touched it with one hand, so it didn't go via their heart.
I don't even think they touched it with. I don't even think they touched it.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh
even
no.
better. Great.
Yeah, it was okay. It was an inch from it, and it had a visible current.
What was it? So when I was younger, so our fridge,
Did you stick a fork in an outlet or?
sort of. So my fridge had like has like a light bulb, like like a light bulb plug, to like turn like hey, you can turn on a light in like. Sorry, I'm explaining this all wrong. So my fridge has like a water ice dispenser, and it also has a little light bulb that we used to keep on, uh, as like a little nightlight in the kitchen. But one day when I
Where's
was,
the bulb?
uh, it's like,
Where is it?
uh, like it was
It's on
like,
the door. It's on the outside of the door.
yes, it's on the outside of the door.
Okay, I was trying to. It sounded like you were about to describe a refrigerator with an outlet inside of it.
No. No. The water dispenser is on the door on the outside of the fridge. When I was younger, like I think like first or like kindergarten or something, the bulb burnt out, and
No, I did this a week ago.
I I stuck my finger into the socket, and I was also thinking, I wonder what happens if you flip on the light, the light switch with your finger in the socket, and I electrocuted myself. This probably explains a lot of things. Because I did this to myself several times.
We found
Yeah.
the cause of autism.
Yeah, you see, this is why sockets in the UK are designed in such a way that you can't jab things in them when there's nothing in it.
What about you,
Mine's like that.
Avery? Have you ever been electrocuted?
No, because I have a functioning brain.
What
Oh,
about you, Beth? Have you ever been electrocuted?
I haven't been electrocuted, but I have been close. I remember one time during a storm, something happened, and I want to say it was my 3DS charger shocked me, where I could like visibly see it. Or one of my chargers at one point did that. I don't fucking know how.
I know. So I've been electrocuted by my grandfather accidentally because he accidentally electrocuted both of us
My
while we were
grand,
working on a car.
my who's
Oh,
that?
so was
Who's
he
that?
like? So were
Like,
you? So did he zap himself, and you were just happened to be like touching him at the time?
I was touching the car,
Oh,
and I think he was doing something
who's
with the
that?
battery hookup, and he was also obviously touching it. And I was also touching it, and he shocked both of us
so he like shorted it to the body
to the
somehow, I
yeah.
guess.
I've also been.
Who's the
Go ahead.
who's the electric scientist that killed animals to demonstrate electricity?
Edison.
Edison.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Edison.
Damn it.
Yeah, Edison wanted to prove that his DC system was safer than Nikola Tesla's AC system. So he proceeded to electrocute a lot of animals to try and demonstrate that fact.
Building an elephant at the World's Fair for some reason.
I was trying to say, oh, my uncle, my grandpa, this guy who name I've already forgotten. Too late now.
I've also been electrocuted working on aquariums because it turns out when you're trying to repair stuff with motors in water, stuff can easily shock you if you don't do things properly.
Yeah, my friend's old. Yeah.
Go ahead.
In my friend's old house, they had a ceiling fan with like a chain that hung down. And one time I was there, every time I walked under the chain, I'd get a worse and worse static shock until one of them put me on the ground.
Holy shit.
Christ.
I don't fucking know how. Just from like from it touching my head.
Maybe it just hit
Yeah,
the
the
nerve at the right place to knock you on your ass.
Yeah, you see this? I have only
Maybe-
ever been zapped when I intentionally did so. So,
What do you mean
I
by
got
that?
tased.
Electrostimulation.
oh no, I have had many like electric lighters over the course of my life. And
Oh.
I've just zapped my finger because it's funny, and also freaks people out, which is a plus. They're like, "What? It tingles. That's it. What you freaking out for? It's fine."
When did you get tased, Chris?
Oh yeah, I also if you ever worked on a farm that had electrical fence, you've probably encountered accidentally getting shocked by it.
No,
Uh,
actually, I have been zapped by an electric fence before. Actually, just remind
I've
me.
been shocked by a couple electric fences, especially when you're like working near them and you are like carrying something backwards and you don't realize how close you are to the fence.
Yeah, me. It was when I was at university. A lot of like surrounding woods and like farmland, and I used to go for like walks every day. And I didn't know that one of the fences in near one of the farms was an electric fence. I was unaware.
But I've gotten tased because Cowboy, myself, and my brother used to be a part of the same friends where we watched a lot of Jackass,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
and we would try
Oh
to
yeah.
create shit like that.
Now you see, I watched when I was young another MTV show which was like Jackass but worse, which happened after Jackass because MTV trying to cash in.
Was it Bam
Called
Margera where he just beats the shit out of his family?
No, it was called Dirty Sanchez.
I've never heard of this.
To be fair, it might have been more UK's. I mean, it is named after a dirty sex, after a weird sex act. To be fair, but it was. I think it might have been like a UK thing. I don't remember exactly
Yeah.
because it was a bunch of Welsh guys.
Dirty Sanchez is a British stunt and prank television series featuring a group of 3 Welshmen and 1 Englishman harming themselves and each other through dangerous stunts.
Yeah, I think it was like MTV's like UK branch. I think.
Oh, it was known as Sanchez Boys and Team Sanchez in the United States.
Was it? I think I've heard of this. Did it end when someone got seriously injured?
That I don't know. I watched it when I was
Like lost
Keep
a
up
limb
to-
level injured?
Jesus Christ.
What?
like the shit they got up to was like legitimately way more deranged than Dirty Sanchez. I mean, than Jackass. I'll give you an example. One of them got liposuction, and one of the others proceeded to drink/eat.
What
was
the
some of what was
fuck?
It's significantly
that's
more
saying something, 'cause,
deranged
like,
than Jackass.
There's a Jackass. There's a
It
little
sounds like
Jackass
something from
prank
Saw.
where they give a guy, they replace a guy's lotion with horse scum. Is a Jackass joke.
Oh no, they all had moments where they drank horse semen in Dirty Sanchez.
Wow.
Did they you know what, never mind. That
Did they get
But yeah,
pregnant?
it
Is that what you're gonna say?
I don't know.
But yeah, I it's something that I couldn't watch today. It's something I could only watch when I was like 17. If you know what I mean. But anyway.
So they're in the main they're on the main deck. Lister's recovering. Rimmer is calling Holly technologically senile. Holly's like, no, I have hey. And Holly's like, no, I'm not. I have an IQ of 6,000. And then as they keep like being like, Holly, you're kind of fucking us up. Another face appears on one of the television screens, and Rimmer, as per usual, thinks it's aliens.
It's just a black man.
Yeah. But this new face is designated as Queeg 500, the ship's backup computer, which only activates in times where the main computer has grossly neglected the surroundings of their ship. And as it appears, Holly has been fucking up real bad. So
Yeah, it's some sort of like combat computer made for combat scenarios that then takes over during these things.
So Queeg calls out Holly for several things. For example, not having an IQ of 6,000, but instead having a 6 IQ. Getting all his information from color.
Which, by the way, I don't think on like IQ tests, even though they're bullshit, on like IQ tests and IQ scales, I don't think you can actually get a number that low. By the way.
Unless you're like actively choosing to fail.
Also, IQ
Yeah, he
score-
said that's like a glass of water, which is it's weird that a glass of water would even have an IQ to begin with.
You're Spider-Man. Go find your own gun. Sorry about that.
Marvel Rifle shot.
the
Marvel Rifle.
lowest, so the lowest recorded IQ in history was 40 points. Also, it should be noted that IQ is also kind of just bullshit.
Yeah, it only really measures a very specific kind of intelligence, and also has a lot of questionable roots
And even if
That's
you're
doggy.
and even if you're like an idiot, if you know the questions ahead of time, you can score really well.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Also, if no matter even when they do the more randomized IQ test, because it's supposed to be more fair that way, the more IQ tests you take, the lower you score.
that feels backwards, but anyway.
I don't know what
No,
to say.
it's like a weird phenomenon.
No, I mean I've done an IQ test at some point in my life. But,
I've done eye boob tests and I've scored
it
perfect.
was when I was young and
When you
ignorant
look at
of
boobs
all of these things.
with your eyes.
Yeah, like every time a boob pops up on screen, that's a
But
boob.
you know what proves that they're bullshit is that I'm a dumbass. My
Okay.
IQ was apparently 154. Apparently,
But
I thought that would
because
be
it proves it's bullshit. Because then I'm a dumbass. I mean, 154 is high, but
well,
my
you
point
should
is
also
it does measure a very specific kind of intelligence. Like I'm very good with like logic and like numbers and patterns, but apart from those very specific things, I am a dumbass.
well, we're also living.
more-
You also got to factor in. We're also currently living in the golden period of time it is to have the Dunning Kruger effect going on, because there are so many intelligent people who second guess themselves, and there are so many objectively fucking stupid people that are so confident they get all the power.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I was wrong about the IQ thing. If you take the same IQ test, you lower, but if you take a slightly different one, you can maintain the same average.
Fair. But anyway,
Well,
IQ is horseshit, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anyone who tells you otherwise has ulterior motives almost always. Let us continue.
but yeah, Queeg.
we're talking about dirty Sandra.
Oh my fucking god.
God damn it!
Queeg comes online and is like, "Hey Holly, you are too fucked up in the head. I'm demoting you to night watchman on the funky mobile
Uh-oh.
monitor." What?
Someone just
So we lost
disconnected
Beth
and
for a
reconnected.
second.
Oh.
You
Click
good over
something.
there, Beth?
Misclicked something.
Oh, mixed. Okay.
I
How?
have the Discord app open, and I had to open the Discord browser to try and image search something, and I accidentally clicked on the call while in the browser, so it disconnected from the call.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
but let's see. But then Queeg takes over as main ship AI, and at first everybody's kind of chill with how Queeg is running things. Things are actually being fixed on the ship, and they can like actually do more things on the ship. However, they soon realize. Did I forget something?
Well, I'm pretty sure wasn't the first thing that happened was just them waking up and then Queeg doing the next thing. I don't remember
No.
things being better with Queeg.
No. There was a point before like he starts harassing the crew where like
Yeah,
Rimmer
it's like, oh, the scutters are doing their jobs. The fire extinguishers are working properly again.
Oh, right.
and Lister's like, yeah, that's all good, but I feel kind of bad for Holly. And then Queeg, then everybody realizes to their horror, Queeg is a hard ass. And the last thing you want in your life is your computer that is running everything in your life to be a hard ass. And so Queeg gives Rimmer his 6 a.m. wake up call, which is not supposed to be
which he did request.
He did
I will put out there.
He did request, but it's like, oh, you see, me and Holly have this understanding where I tell him to wake me up at 6, but he actually wakes me up at 10 with breakfast. And then Queeg is like,
Why didn't you just adjust your alarm?
And then
Because then he can't say, well, I set my alarm for 6 in the morning.
and then
Yeah, I do a similar thing where I try and set an alarm for 10 a.m. because I'm like, I want to be productive, and then I end up not being able to fall asleep until like 7 in the morning, and then I just sleep through the 10 a.m. alarm because my body's like, yeah, no, and then I wake up at like 2 in the afternoon.
I have kind of a similar thing where I have an alarm for 11:30 and I go to bed at a reasonable time, and then the 11:30 a.m. alarm goes off. And if I don't have something going on that day, my chronic pain will just be like, "Hey, go back to bed, bestie. You don't really actually have to get up right now." And then I won't wake up again until 2 p.m. And then it's like, "Well, shit. I wanted to do things today."
I took a nap before we got on call.
So did I.
Okay, you bitches.
I technically did. That was my 4 hour actually being asleep period.
I think we all need to start like going to bed at reasonable times. But
Oh, I want to jack her off.
but anyway, Queeg is like, no, you're getting up at 6, and then I'm going to make you do exercises because once again, Rimmer is an AI on the ship, is a hologram AI on the ship, and so Queeg has control of him.
But also, he's a hologram. Why does he need to exercise?
Yeah, no, you see, we this question always comes up almost every other episode because Rimmer gets into a situation where he's being forced to work out in some way, shape, or form, and it's like, bro, why are you
To
complaining?
be fair, he does pretend to exercise to kind of rub it in Lister's face every morning, if you remember.
I do remember that.
Like, my guy, you are made of light.
But then, as Rimmer's being made to do exercises, we cut to Kat, who is not able to get food. And when he goes to complain to Lister, Lister complains to Queeg, and Queeg is like, "You guys can eat if you like actually work on the ship." And then Lister's like, you see, here's the thing. So
You have to do capitalism, even though you're the last living things alive.
So here's the thing: us and Holly have this like thing worked out where we don't do that, and then we cut to them just working, and then I think at this point they meet up with
Scrubbing
Holly.
the floors.
Yeah, scrubbing the floors, and at this point they meet with Holly again, and he's like, Y'all left like y'all didn't defend me when Queeg showed up, and then Lister's like, I defended you, and he's like, no, I don't remember that, and Lister's like, yeah, I did, because Lister was the only person who was defending Holly when this was going down earlier, right? And only kind of got like upset at Holly when Queeg revealed that they weren't actually making their way back home; they were just going circles in the same star system. And so Holly's like, so if I can prove that I have a 6,000 IQ, your guys' like trust in me will be renewed, right? And they're like, yeah. And Holly's like, okay, ask me anything. Okay, what's the square root of this big number? Okay, ask me something else. Okay, what's the nearest planet to the sun? Oh, the nearest planet to the sun, Mercury. And it's just Holly can. Oh, go ahead.
Well, he like pulls this junior book of science up over his face and then answers the question.
Oh. And so
That was something Queeg brought up earlier. He said, "Oh, everything he knows about space, he gets from this junior book of space because it's the one that had pictures in it."
Oh wait, hang on. Okay, sorry, I just remembered. Like, I think the funniest part of the episode happened a little ways back.
I think one of the best jokes in the series.
The shoes. I forgot about the shoes. Yeah. God, how did it go? It was after.
Lister's talking about how is it really even fair to give these machines personalities or give artificial intelligence personality, starts telling about a story about these smart shoes that walk you home no matter how drunk you get, except then the shoes decided they wanted to see more of the world, so they walked the guy out of his house to some other location that I don't know where it is because it's in fucking Britain.
Originally, this was Peterson, who is like Scandinavian, and instead of taking him home in his hometown of Oslo, he woke up in Burma, or what is now known as Myanmar.
Miami?
Myanmar.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah,
the well
There's
the
that.
the whole story ends with I can't remember like
just with like, he tried to get rid of them and tried to sell them, but
They
they
keep
kept
coming back.
coming back home.
They kicked the door open.
no it was fuck I forgot what the set it was like the shoes had a soul.
Well, God damn it.
Oh, sorry,
Let's not tell the joke.
punchline is the shoes died and were comforted by a priest and then the punchline is the shoes had a soul.
yeah, sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I said one of the best jokes, at least in this season, to be honest.
It was really funny.
It's just made funny by the fact that it just went straight over Rimmer's head. It was
It was like, wait, how did the shoes open the door? Because there was a part about the shoes dying in a car accident and falling in a lake or something.
yeah, just they drove into a canal. They couldn't steer, you see.
Oh wait, was this also the same scene where Rimmer was talking about how he doesn't trust anybody? Because
Yeah,
okay,
because when he was in like Space Scouts, they had like to fend for themselves and feed themselves what they could kill, and all of the other boys conspired to cook him.
including his friend at the time.
Covered him in barbecue. They covered him in barbecue sauce and spit roasted him, and not in the fun way. And he even talked about how he was thinking about what was happening as he was spinning.
I'm gonna be real honest. If Rimmer was ever spit roasted in the fun way, he would find a way to complain about it.
He would.
Yeah.
Were any of you ever in Scouts?
I was in Scouts. I was in I was in Tiger and then Wolf, and then me and my family kind of realized, oh hey, the Scouts were kind of being like dicks to me because it was so where the Scout meetings took place was our church. And a lot of the Scouts were from like the church school that was a part of the church. And I did not go to this church school. I went to public school. And so I was kind of ostracized. Like, you know, like they would like go out and do things without me. And it fully got to the point where like the location for where the what's the word? The Scout meetings were happening got changed, and our family was not. Bless you.
Die.
Shut up, Marvel Rivals.
But yeah, I was I was in Scouts. Up to Wolf Scouts, and then I stopped. Oh yeah, the other part of that scene was when Rimmer was like, "Do you know how many people I trust? I can count them on one hand." And Lister was like, "Is it your blow up sex doll? Is that
just inflatable Ingrid doesn't? Your polyphene pal doesn't count."
Yeah. And like towards the end of the scene, Rimmer's like, "How do you know about her?" And Lister's like, "Because I've been seeing her on the side." And we move on from there.
I need a boy story too.
But
I was gonna say I was also in the Good Christian Soldier training program.
No, or it's gonna
I wasn't in the Cub Scouts, but I was in the Boy Scouts because I thought the selling popcorn thing was cool and you could earn toys, and that's basically how they bait you into this stupid shit. It was like, I hated camping, everybody hated me.
Hang on,
It's like, oh,
pause.
Like, I can get cool badges.
Are
I had like a weird inverse thing happen. Go ahead, Nick.
are the Cub Scouts different from the Boy Scouts?
No, the
Oh.
Cub Scouts are just the lower tier of Boy Scouts.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's for age
Boy
things.
Scouts, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say I had like a inverse thing happen where I
Oh,
was
the Girl
never,
Scouts.
I was never in Scouts, but almost all of my friends were in Scouts, and so when they went on camp trips that were not strictly Scout camp trips, they were just like more of a community one. They would always invite me to go with them. And then I
Yeah,
remember having a lot of. Good.
The reason why the meetings are always held in churches is because the Good Christian Soldier training program, and churches like volunteer for. There's a reason for that. I don't remember.
I remember having like a weird moment where I was talking with like some kids, like one of my, because it was like my friends invited me to go with them, and there were some other people who were like friends of theirs that weren't directly friends with me. But I remember talking with like two guys who apparently were like in the scouts, like they were, I think they were scoutmasters or something, but they were like, "Oh, we don't know, we've never seen you before. What troop are you in?" And then I was just like, "Yeah, I'm not in scouts." And then they just like ostracized me for the camping trip,
What a bunch of bitches.
which was real fucking weird because I was like 12 and grown
It's like,
adults
oh
are
no,
giving me the stink eye, but the kids are fine with me.
you just feel
I
like,
was 12 years.
I was invited. What?
I was 12 years old, and they kept making fun of me because I had a full beard.
When I was 12, I did have a mustache.
Damn, testosterone hit you like a truck, Chris.
So did estrogen.
which is ironic.
Anyway, Avery, what are the? Do you have Scouts over in England?
We do, but you see, going to all these meetings and getting all the shit costs money, so that wasn't something for me.
I also realized I shouldn't have asked that because literally in this episode, Rimmer was like, "When I was in Scouts," it's like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, that conversation with between Rimmer and Lister about like friendship and loyalty when it came to Holly, because they all kind of like, didn't back him up when Queeg showed up. This happened after Lister finally worked enough to get something to eat, and the thing that he got to eat was a slice of dry toast and a pea.
It was a very thin slice of toast, too.
Yeah, and he lost his pee.
Because he tried to cut it with a knife and it flew off.
I'm gonna find that pea. I don't care how dirty it is. I'm gonna eat it. I earned that pea. That's my pea.
But then it fell into his socks, and he decided not to.
The cum sucks.
Can we talk about the part earlier where Lister was, I don't know, trying to brush his teeth, and he just like sprayed the toothpaste up into the air and tried to catch it in his mouth?
That was strange.
Yeah, that was weird.
What would that
I
even
think-
accomplish?
I think that was also boredom related. I think.
Okay. Took me a second to realize what word you said.
Oh,
But yeah, after that, they all are on. I think they're all on the bridge again, and Queeg is making Rimmer do calculations, even though Rimmer doesn't know shit.
Because he used to obviously ask Holly just like on my schedule put in revision for the astronavigation exam, and Queeg is taking that seriously.
Yeah. But then Holly shows up on the screen, and
So that's the thing. That's the thing about all the shit that happens to Rimmer in this episode is so much of it is self-inflicted.
yeah,
like I feel kind of sympathy for the other two because it's like, oh, cool, you're the last living things alive, but you're still being made to participate in capitalism. Awesome.
I think it's just
Also-
because Queeg is going by the letter of
yeah.
Yeah.
the ship's program.
Also, why does Rimmer... If Rimmer is a program in the ship's computer, why doesn't he have access to the computer functionality?
You know, I
Good
don't
question.
know.
Because the
I
show
think-
is
I think
like
it's
weirdly
kind
back
of-
and forth of how mechanical he
it's-
is.
I think it's kind of more that if he had that kind of access to computer systems, he wouldn't really be a person anymore, if that makes sense.
I guess, but he's not a person.
I mean, yes, but I mean in like more conceptual, abstract concept of personhood, you know.
This feels like it's teetering into the Star Wars "our droids sentient" thing that is an argument for some reason.
Yeah.
But sorry. Anyway, as they're like doing stuff on deck, Holly shows up and is like, "Hey, I want my ship back, and I'm ready to throw down with you, Queeg. Just name your game." And Queeg's like,
Chess.
"Okay, chess. Okay, anything. Poker, cards, shoots and ladders.
Chess.
I'll even Monopoly. I'll let you go first."
Chess.
Oh, so I see you're a man of chess. Well, okay then. And so, Queeg and Holly start playing chess, and Holly gets his ass destroyed.
Yeah,
You can't
especially
even
after
name the
making an illegal move. Turn 2.
Oh right, and if whoever won got to stay and be the AI of the ship, and whoever lost got erased. So, Holly loses as per not per usual, but just Holly loses because he is senile, as an AI, and so
Also, the whole chess game is mostly done by them on the same screen facing each other, and you don't really see the chess game happening. You see it occasionally on a screen below them that they would sometimes zoom in on.
I think it's because it's not important, really, to show the actual chess game.
it isn't.
Well, it
At least
also had a lot of scenes of them like zoomed in on each other's mouths, which I find gross.
Yum, British teeth. But after Holly loses, we cut back to the living quarters, and Holly, Rimmer, and Kat are, saying their goodbyes to Holly, and as it gets close to the time where he is being erased, Holly finally tells Lister the answer to that math question from earlier. That big number, primed or whatever. I cannot remember it. It was a big number.
Wherever.
Square root.
Yeah, square root.
2004.
And then after he gets erased, Queeg appears back on the screen, and I mean, it says it right here.
Yeah, he gets very slowly erased, like HAL 9000,
was
Pretty sure it was
while
the
saying
reference.
something.
was 2001: A Space Odyssey out by this time, or was that like?
Yes.
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 Nick, what
Yes,
year did
the
you
scene
think 2000?
parodying the HAL 9000 scene was out
What?
before
What
the
year
parody
did
of
you
it.
think 2001: A Space Odyssey came out?
1968.
You just looked
2001.
that up,
You
didn't
you googled that.
You
How
just
do you
Googled
know
it.
I googled that?
Pulling a Holly or just looking at a book and be like, this.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Anyway, so my brain is basically the twist at the end of the film episode is that Queeg is not actually okay.
Oh, we described how it happens. Basically, Queeg pops back up after Holly's been erased. Let's see, how did it go? He popped back up, and then did he start talking in
Yeah,
Holly's
he
voice?
he spoke a bit in Queeg's voice and then went, all right, dudes,
In Holly's voice.
in Holly's voice. And then the reveal was made.
Yeah, where Queeg is actually Holly. And everybody's like, what?
Go on, Beth. Go on.
No.
Nothing? Okay. But yeah, Holly's basically like, hey, so this was the prank of the like year, right? Like all
The
of
shape of the decade.
the shape of the
An
decade.
April, May, June, July, and August fool.
And just yeah, everybody's flabbergasted at this being a whole elaborate prank. And also, you know, to like teach him a lesson of like not taking Holly for granted, because Holly's actually a pretty chill AI.
Yeah, because I was like, if I was following protocol letter to letter, you would all be miserable. Basically.
I feel like the whole you should respect me more thing would have been more fitting for an episode where they were disrespecting Holly more. Because I had forgotten they'd even disrespected him in this episode until we started recapping it and they said, oh, he's getting senile.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like they were kind of right to call him senile, because you know he like a full meteorite hit the ship and he like let them know after the fact. And then he kind of almost murdered Lister by accident by telling him like, "Oh, plug this thing into this thing." Oh wait, that's not the right thing. But yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. Beth,
that's pretty much just how the episode ends.
Yeah, Beth, did you said that you had some trivia about Queeg, right?
Yeah, so let's see. Where does it come from? I have it here. Keep talking.
Hey, let me scroll down to see if there's any pictures.
There it is. So there's a Queeg is named after the captain in the Kane Mutiny, which is some piece of literature, and there's even a line where it says, "This is Mutiny, Mr. Queeg." I said that. Like, this is all named after some literary shit none of us have probably ever heard of, except maybe Avery. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and I didn't get that one, to be honest. But yeah, but they didn't pull it from nowhere. It's like a reference, I guess. Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like a sci-fi name.
Yeah.
Probably why they picked it. They were like, oh, we can make it a name that sounds kind of sci-fi-esque, but it's actually like a reference to a thing, you know.
Uh, sorry, I'm just looking. But actually,
Yeah, there's not any particularly interesting trivia about this episode.
but what did everybody think of Queeg? I thought this was a really good episode.
I do quite like this episode.
I'd say
It was
maybe an A,
alright.
not an S.
Yeah, I would be happy with an A.
I
I
was more just like confused as why Holly was doing at the end.
because Holly's a troll.
Holly
Do
could
you
torture
remember?
all of these people for the rest of their lives.
Do remember the episode also did start with them all being bored out of their minds.
Yeah. And so I suppose they're no longer bored. But yeah, I guess this was a good episode. So I'm kind of glad it focused in on like a different character for once because I'm gonna be real honest. Okay, obviously we're not gonna have a lot of character focus because there's only 4 characters.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing is that we're getting another like permanent character, literally first episode of season 3.
But like I would say an issue with a lot of these like episodes is that a lot of them are Rimmer focused a lot of the time. I think Kat has only had one episode that kind of focuses on him, which would be Waiting for God.
And that's Waiting for God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought this episode was really good because, you know, we're not like focusing on Rimmer being a dumbass, like a neurotic dumbass, or Lister being Lister. I'm trying to think of the best word.
Jackass.
Being smelly.
No, Lister's not being a jackass. Yeah, smelly. But Lister like trying to figure out a way to get to his girlfriend, or just like, hey, I'm the last human on this on board, and that's kind of fucking me up. And yeah, like this is the first episode focusing on Holly, and I think it was a great episode. And I'm fine with putting it in A.
Yeah.
But yeah, tune in next time where we watch the season finale Parallel Universes. Say so long, Space Cowboy.
they finally ran out of ideas.
But yeah. Any other final thoughts before we end the episode?
Nothing was well summed up.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Ask your local pastor where babies come from. Goodbye, everybody.